from the Confident Communicator Manual, A Personal Story, Storytelling. Her title is A Mother's Message, Carol Cretella.
No. Our parents are with us for just a short time, and then they're gone. But the messages, the lessons that they leave with us last a lifetime. My mother, Kalita Escritor, was born and raised in Hawaii. She was a passionate free spirit with a penchant for making bold statements. Like the time she saw a certain handsome young man, she said, "That's the man for me." Well, she got him. And being a passionate free spirit, she got pregnant at age 18. She shelved her plans to join the army and travel the world, and instead chose a life of marriage and motherhood. But a dreamer's passion and energy must be channeled. So Kalita became super family matriarch. Her mission was to help her family members achieve their dreams. She started with my dad. Amante Escritor was the first in his family to immigrate from the Philippines to Hawaii. He dearly wanted to bring over some of his family from the Philippines to Hawaii. But there were rules and regulations and daunting financial hurdles that were imposed by the government. So Kalita got into action. She devised a plan. She befriended a young man who worked at the airport, a solid citizen. And when the time was right, she asked him, "Do you like Filipino women?" He said, "Definitely." "Well, if you go to the Philippines to meet my niece, I will pay for your trip." So Stephen went to the Philippines and met Vina, and they fell in love. 45 years later, Stephen and Vina are still happily married, living on Maui. That was one example of her determination. Another example was when I wanted to study fashion design in New York City. But I was afraid to talk to my parents because, first of all, New York had an even worse reputation for violent crime back then than it is now. And secondly, I knew that the cost would be challenging for my working class parents. But I steeled my nerves and I spoke to them anyway. To my surprise, Mom said, "We will make it happen." I graduated from the New York Fashion Institute of Technology, and I had a 28-year career as a dress designer in Manhattan. I was still living in New York when Mom contracted cancer. For 3 years, whenever I visited Maui, she didn't want to talk about her illness, only about the people and projects that she had going on. More matchmaking. Then one day, she called me at my office in New York. "Carol, the doctor said I have 1 month to live." I was stunned. My whole body went numb. I could barely speak. But she continued, "Carol, maybe I'll stay with you for a while." "Sure, Mom." "Carol, are there any colleges near you? Because maybe I'll take a course." Perplexed, I said, "Yes." "Are there any Filipino restaurants near you?" "No." Good, because I want to open up a restaurant there. Mom, what about what the doctor said? Carol, the doctor is wrong. And so it went. The conversation ended without the heart-to-heart talk that I was hoping for. After she passed, I often wondered about that conversation. It was a mystery to me. The mystery was unraveled. It revealed itself one day as I was driving along Mira Mesa Boulevard here in San Diego. I saw a metal utility box ahead of me, painted with colorful words and images. As I drove closer, I read, "Live as if you'll die tomorrow." I took the next right turn and drove to that metal utility box. On the other side of it, it said, "Dream as if you'll live forever." Aha! That was it! A spiritual download. My mom's message could not be conveyed in words alone. Instead, she gifted me with an indelible example of dreaming as if she would live forever. Nowadays, when I judge a dream of mine as being impossible or silly or too late at my age, I remember my mom's message. And what about you? Do you share your dreams with others? Do you tell others and allow them to support you? Or do you judge your dreams? Do you dismiss them? If so, remember Colita Escritor's message. Live as if you'll die tomorrow. Dream as if you'll live forever. Thanks, Mom.